Hello, and welcome back to EGMG's YouTube channel. We are so glad you could join us here for another product highlight. This month, we are taking a look at Foodline piping products and their storage tank UV air purification system. So let's just jump right into it and talk about these storage tank UV air purification systems. So food and beverage manufacturers, along with pharmaceutical companies, cosmetic manufacturers, use Foodline storage tank UV air purification systems to provide purified air for their liquid storage tanks. Now, through the exposure of powerful germicidal ultraviolet radiation lamps and the use of the Absolute HEPA and Electrostatic filters, virtually all the bacteria, viruses, and fungi in the liquid storage tank and headspace are inactivated, keeping your liquid's quality intact. And that's exactly what we want to hear. So what we're looking at here is the actual system. With that system, you'll get those germicidal ultraviolet radiation lamps, and depending on your unit, it depends on the number of bulbs you'll receive, but you can also get with the system the two viewing lenses. So all units actually come with these two viewing lenses that are going to allow you to visually verify to make sure that your bulbs are functioning and they are producing the light that they are supposed to. So how does this whole system really work? Well, the air purifier gets mounted near the top or on top of the storage tank, and it draws in the air through the Pilotron electrostatic filter to the ultraviolet light compartment. There, the UV radiation is going to kill those airborne microorganisms, bacteria, and even mold spores. Then an internal blower, which you can kind of see down here in the second picture, is going to direct and filter out that purified air into out of the empty air space and through the top of the tank. So the air is continuously circulated, replaced, and finally it is exhausted through a separate filtered vent located on the opposite side of the ultraviolet unit. So that consistent circulation of airflow is going to prevent any of that condensation that could build up forming in those interior surfaces of the storage tank. And we know that condensation would otherwise then drip down into the product, allowing the warm, ideal environment for the growth of bacteria and viruses and spores and microorganisms, all those things that we don't want. So you can see now how this unit works. What is it going to be used for? Well, many products can actually benefit from using the Foodline storage tank UV air purification system. It can be used for just more than liquid sweeteners, such as like those corn syrups, sucroses, glucoses, fructoses, honey, molasses, maple syrup, and liquid sugar. But it can also be used for edible oils, such as vegetable oil and canola oil. So really, if you process any of these products that you see on the screen here in any way, you might want to consider this UV storage purification system. It would even benefit pharmaceutical companies and, health and beauty companies that produce different types of cosmetics and even products including like cough medicine and cold medicine, different shampoos, liquid soaps and lotions. It's beneficial in the wineries and breweries, or even manufacturers who produce sweetened lemonades or iced teas or bottled sports drinks. It could be beneficial when making barbecue sauces and ketchups, jellies, jams, pasta sauces. It can be used in so many different ways to help preserve and protect the quality of your ingredients. So here we just want to take a quick look at the two different filter options. So you can choose to have the Absolute HEPA microbial filter that's going to be tested and certified to provide you 99.97% efficiency down to 3 microns. And these filter vents can be added to protect the unit along with outdoor rain hoods as well. But you will get the permanent Pilotron electrostatic filters that's going to collect dust and spores and contaminants that would prohibit, they would also prohibit the entry of insects and other things like that into your tank or your piping system. Now, we can also look at the electrostatic filter here. It's going to be like a 3-in-1 filter. You're going to have your aluminum mesh, your shredded polyethylene, and your spray bonded non-woven material that's going to have a collector pad that stops and holds the remaining airborne particles. So what's nice about this is that it's electrostatic charging, washable, and reusable. And like I said, it already has that built-in 3-in-1 system. So we know about the filters, we've talked about those UV lamps, but I just want to mention that in order to change those UV lamps, it is suggested that you do wear protective clothing to protect your face and your eyes from those UV rays. And we want to mention that EGMG carries different face shields and headgear pieces and units with those protective shields. You can get different shades. You can get the 3, the 5, and the 8, and the dark green that will give you the protection you need while changing these ultraviolet light bulbs. So we want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this new presentation. If you are in the need for a UV purification system or you want to start protecting your products now, just give us a call. You can contact us on screen, and we're looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.